You'll drink it like a meal. Nice. Okay, we have Wildenton with 2 Razorsharp Edges and 2 Ritual of Battles and a Wildwood Custodian. So normally one of Wildenton's issue is that you don't have enough scaling. 2 Razorsharps and 2 Ritual of Battles. That's a decent amount of scaling. Interesting. I mean, we could just take jack strips if we don't get... Okay, he doesn't need to get the kills. Right. And it does help with some of the some things. I didn't check who the Seraphs were. Double Bob Daedalus. Scourge fell, so we need to be on the bottom floor for that one. And Sap Seraph. So Jack Strips helps with a lot of guys, especially if we don't get Quick. And you don't get Sweep, then that'll take care of a lot of stuff. So we got Quick. However, I'm really tempted to go Thornlord here. Jack Strips mops up the little dudes. See what units we're going to get. And there's an Awoken banner near the Merchant of Steel. We could take the Quick. Thornlord, though, just has a good hit point pool. From a tank perspective. Like, we're gonna need to dump on Seraph real quick. And unfortunately, Predator just has no hit points. And Wildenton doesn't come with any healing, which means we have to get some. Hey Mathos, how you doing? Let's go with Thornlord to start. See how that plays out. We don't take any of the armor Thanks, game. Gathered Clergy armor. I just can't do it. Like, that's the thing. You just... Well, we've got Razorsharps. And Root Seeds. And there's going to be Stings. Alright, let's do it. And the Jack Strips will do some stuff, but not really. The Jack Strips will mean that we just need one Razorsharp to kill the frontline dude. However... we can play on this a bit. Okay, we go like... And then we play here for the trigger, since doing there doesn't do anything. He's within fireball range, right? Or we just kill him. I probably should be getting out of that guy. We don't quite get him. Jerk. I mean, we take 2. But I definitely should have been putting him on that guy. We've only taken 1. Oh, we only took 1 anyway because Jackstrip's cleaned up. That's nice. Okay. Wildwood Sap's really good here to get that healing into Wildenton. That's how we're going to do this. Armor is okay. Animus is huge pickup. So that's the plan. It's Thornlord Animus. We scale the Animus. Thornlord also scales, and we just dump healing into him. So the question is, do we want to do stuff with our Wildwood Sap, or do we want to get buffs for Animus? We can go to a Merchant of Steel here. So I want to go to I want a Merchant of Magic here first. And we want to do something like a... We can't re-roll though, but we can turn down a thing. I mean, we can re-roll. And we might be able to get an unconsumer or double stack. I don't want to do that. Let's just put the -1 on it now. And that way if we hit the dupe cavern, we're ready for that. No, go for a -1 on... that would have been okay. But we want to be able to hit... Oh, Ritual Battle as well. Might be able to... Maybe it's also could give one of those to Jeff. Hitting that's probably better for us than a 0-cost Root Seeds on Animus. Okay, Animus is useless for bossing. So we're putting all our damage into Wildenton. And I'd still put him on top floor if there wasn't room there. Hey, well, Master Khan, you've arrived. How you doing today, my friend? Vine Grasp here. I'll take a second Thong. Probably Vine Grasp. to bring guys forward from the... if you need to, yeah. Yeah, the Wildington punching sound is spot on, hey? So ideally we want like a +10 and a +25. Or a +25 and a multi-strike is okay. You're irritated at a situation, but nothing can be done about it. You've said your piece, now it's time to watch your favourite Aussie play cards. Okay, I'm down with that. Is he any good? Can we join you? Purge a stew. Are we taking energy? I think we're taking energy. So I want to get rid of a torch then. He's good, very positive, funny, glorious beard. I might like this guy. He sounds like someone I want to sit down and have a beer with. Well, that's something we could do one time. Beers with Panz. I mean, you guys can drink whatever you want. Water, even. I'll have beers. So instead of beers with Panz, it'll be Panz with beers. That's just as good, right? They're all gonna die. Huh. What beers do I enjoy? Do I most enjoy? I like a good lager. I don't mind the darker beers, but I wouldn't say they definitely don't enjoy them the most. I'm not a big fan of the pale ales, like in the IPAs and stuff. I know that they're all the rage for quite a while now, but I don't know, like, I mean, it's hard to have a bad beer. If it's cold on a hot summer's day type of deal, like, it's good, right? Or serve it with a bowl of chips to, you know, and have some pizza, you know, some chicken wings or something, you know. It's all good. They're all good beers. But, you know, if I wouldn't order one, you know, yeah, I probably wouldn't order an IPA unless it was the only thing on tap. Or if it was up against, you know, quite often, like especially here, like you go somewhere and there'll be a stout or some form of heavier Irish beer, which are nice. But I need to be in a mood. If I'm going to sit down and drink Irish beer, I need to be in a mood for it. Right? And that mood is to write myself off and feel sick in the stomach because they're heavy. Right? And they shouldn't be drunk in mass quantities. Unless you're a seasoned veteran. But, like, yeah, just a good old-fashioned lager. There you've arrived. Seasoned vet of the old Irish beer. I think even the seasoned vets, like, in all honesty, they understand that, you know, it's a different. If you want to sit down and really get stuck into those heavy Irish drinks, you got to be prepared or extremely practiced. They sit a little different. He's taking a big hit from this double bomb here. Yeah, that like I'll often try an IPA. The funny thing is I don't drink enough anymore. I guess that's what happens when you stop being a youngin. Where someone will be like, "Oh, you got to try this IPA; it's really good." But the thing is, I don't drink enough beer to be like, "Oh yeah, this is different from these beers and these beers." You know, but that's definitely a thing, right? It is that flavor profile. You know, have it as a once-offer and be like, "Yeah, that was cool," and then stick to your regular drinks for the rest of the night. We definitely need to get more of that healing happening. Although we do have a large amount of damage here. So we could be okay. I have had wheat beer. I don't know if it was Weiss or wheat or if there's a difference between the two. That long ago that I couldn't tell you anything. Would have been 17, 18 years ago, something like that. Fellow I worked with, really into it. Cycle of Life off many types of frogs taste like beer when consumed. I did not know that. Yeah, heavy beers like Guinness, definitely nice sip. But yeah, that's it. The lagers are great for sports. Just throw them back. It's because they're full of hops. Frog beer. Where's Chromo? We got to applaud that one. That okay, hang on. That is well earned. That is very well earned. Enjoy that diamond. Cycle of Life is kind of a deal, but we need to merchant a magic. If we're merchanting a magicking, we want to do stuff to... We don't need to hit Merchant of Steel anymore. Like, we're fine. We've got our 2 units. We're good to go. It does mean we take less damage against the Shadewing since we're not going to be quick, which could be good. Yeah, I like it. A couple spikes is okay. Hey, Valkyrie. How you doing? Oh, we're taking energy because Scourge fell. And we've got less cards to -1 stuff too, so... And if I can get a holdover on Cycle of Life, I would. We definitely want to -1 it. I don't know if I re-roll or not, though. Damn, that's a shame. Deranged Brute. Am I a fan of The Office? Yes. Very much so. Yeah. I watched it when I watched it as it was releasing. It's one of the very few shows that I watched and was waiting every week for the next episode. No, we're gonna take Thornlord here. We want Willy to grow big. That's what she said. At some point I had, we were over here actually on holiday, and Dad has a fairly extensive CD collection, DVD collection. Sorry, CD. Wow, remember CDs as movies. He's getting away. Oh, no, he's not. And he had The Office UK first season. And at that stage, this is going way back, and at that stage I just binged to catch up on the first couple of seasons of The Office, because I was like 2 seasons late, which isn't too bad. And then we came over here and he had season 1 of the UK version. And we made the mistake of watching that. Oh man. It's word for word almost to like the first season, except the acting is terrible. And that was my introduction to Ricky Gervais as an actor, not as a comedian, and I liked him even less as an actor as I did as a comedian. Like, his delivery is just terrible. Yeah, his cameo was fun. That was really good. Alright. Man, look at this damage. That's a huge damage output. I think the issue I had with him in regular in the UK version is he does the line. Okay, so he's talking, doing the silly story, tells the somewhat funny punchline, and goes, and then does some sort of reaction afterwards. And it's like, no, you don't, like, it's almost like a hangover from his stand-up days where he wasn't sure if he was funny or not, so he's kind of putting this huge pause in there to sort of gauge the audience, to tell him that he wasn't, or he was. I found it very hard to get through. Need to... you can just go there. I'll get you out of the deck. He's an IP actor. He has his moments, right? And some of them are amazing. But yeah, for me, the UK office just... it struggled. But the US office loved it. You prefer Parks? Parks and Recs? Is that what we're talking about? That one? Let me just remove consume here. That looks good. Yeah, Parks and Rec, that was really good. I like that a lot as well. Also like Community. Community was fun. I kind of like putting Holdover on Cycle of Life, but then it becomes a dead card. Like, I want to hit it twice. So we're only taking 1 hit from each of the Shade Wings. because the Shade Wings are bad. But then after that, I'm just not playing it. And that kind of feels bad. What are we playing? We're going to be wanting playing like Razorsharps. Ritual's just so much damage. Could just not reroll. I'm going to reroll. Permafrost on it's interesting because then once I've done playing it, we don't draw it anymore. But we're probably drawing. We might be drawing 10. We don't need to. Maybe we just cycle through and not have to worry about holdover. Patton Oswalt? Is he the guy that played the triplets in Shield? Yeah, he's good. Your take on Community is a hard contrast versus Big Bang Theory is what people think nerds are versus what they really are. I don't think the Community was about nerds, though. You know, apart from I can never remember his name. Cool. None of them were getting very good grades anyway. Abed. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this is good. I don't have to take thing now. You know, Jeff definitely was a nerd. He's, you know, more the role of the jock, right? Or the ex-jock, I guess. Jeff? Is it Jeff? Nah, I don't know. What's his face? Spikes? No. It was Jeff, yeah. We can play our dude and protect him there, and I think we may as well. Looks like she's going to have enough damage, so... So don't need Cycle of Life in this combat. That looks good. Let's put you down. Yeah, the opening cards we've been given here just generate an absolute ridiculous amount of damage. Probably could have cycled there, but like we've got armor and we're full health. With a tiny bit of regen. Probably need more regen though. Oh, they're going to die to jackstrips. Everybody lives. Alright. No date yet for DLC. Ah, it's a shame. Kind of hoping they would have given us that yesterday. What's the end of stream game today? We're going to check out El Hijo. The devs have dubbed a spaghetti western stealth adventure. Interested to what a spaghetti western is. But it's got the line of sight view cones, like the stealth games we like, except it's more live action instead of team slow-paced pausey tactics. It's cute. It's cute. It's gonna be cozy. Bunch of shields. I like putting a chunk of armor on Willy and then not having the card later. Most like to be minimum January. Is you making that up, or did they say that, Valkyrie? And I want to get that other regen. Yeah, let's go over here and dupe the regen card. I don't want one of these, so let's not take one of those. That's a guess. Okay. Really important to sort of say that if we're talking about when the devs had like these guys do, where they have a dev stream yesterday, and we're getting the dates, and then you chime in with it's going to be here. That's where people then will misquote thinking it came from the devs. So you need to, it'll be important with how we say what's what. I wonder if I could have because we're not going to get the we're going to get that guy. We're not going to get that guy. Yesterday was the last dev stream this year. Did they say that? We can kill that guy off. I was going to say we can kill him off with a Razorsharp, but I could just throw a fireball at him. And I need to get damage up on you, so it's better that that go there, that go there, and let's go there. Spaghetti Western would be like a classic Clint Eastwood movie. Cool. Is there a history behind why it's called spaghetti? Spaghetti. They were filmed in Italy. I'm not so sure on that one. Wait, they were? Okay, that's cool then. We're leaking, chat. We're leaking less? We're at 30, so if we just do that, we'll take 12. I mean, that's not the greatest, but it's okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I wasn't doubting. Well, I was doubting that the westerns were filmed in Italy, but more so that Clint Eastwood movies were filmed in Italy. This coming from someone who has absolutely no study or knowledge on the subject, of course. Favorite Christmas movie? Pass. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, I just don't have one. I don't. There's no movie that I watch every Christmas. There's no. Do we adaptive mutate on what's her face? Probably not. Die Hard? I mean, I like Die Hard. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Christmas movie. Is there a Christmas scene in Shawshank Redemption? Home Alone. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is good. And I'm not anti-Christmas bar humbug or anything. I don't have enough of a movie thing to have favorite different categories. You know, pretty much if someone said, what's your favorite movie? The standard response is Shawshank Redemption. Because I've seen it, I don't know, like a dozen times. And it's for a couple of years it was like a once a year. And now that we've mentioned it, I'll probably watch it sometime over the next week. Or I'll watch 20 minutes of it sometimes over the next week. I like movies, but I'm not really a, you know... yeah. Oh my god, this movie's great. Type of deal. Yeah, I just enjoy them. Yeah, I'm going to put the holdover on the cycle. Because I'm probably not playing it a lot against thing. And I just want to play it twice. I want to see it once, see it again, and then get rid of it. Have it played. And then forget about it. Let's start doing this. And old mate yours used to wait for people to start talking about movies and then announce Shawshank is a garbage fire movie. Yeah. I guess you're right. Some people are just there to troll others, right? Whether he believes it or not. The point of saying that, like, it's one of those things where if it is, that doesn't change the fact that people that enjoy it. Right? It's kind of like when, you know, I hear someone critique something, whether I think the thing is good or bad, and they're like, oh, but this one's better because of this and this and this. It's like, better is an opinion, you know, like just straight up in terms of what you like or don't like. So that one might have some, I don't know how you say, better acting quality, or, you know, better film quality, or better other things, but that doesn't make it a better movie in someone's own personal view. Yeah. Yeah, once you realize you don't need to fight for your opinion, life gets easier. That's very true. No. The thing is, if you enjoy them, are they bad? KM? Like, that's the thing, that, like, what makes them bad? We hit this guy with a Razorsharp so that he dies before he gets to the top floor. A bag of Doritos. Yeah, but bag of Doritos is amazing. Like, let's be real here. So I think a really good argument is like Sharknado, right? Which most people would say, by all accounts, is a bad movie. I think it's a good movie, because when I watched it with my family and some friends, we all sat around. We laughed a lot. We joked around. We enjoyed the experience, and we had a great afternoon. That's a good movie. That hits a lot of criterion for, yeah, good movie. And the thing too, like, it wasn't poorly made. It was made. Whether they used subpar quality like cameras and other things, or used higher quality stuff, and with the intention of giving that lesser quality material look, you know, they achieved that both ways, and I think it sort of filled out that part of the movie, right? It was definitely self-aware, yeah. I knew I should have pulled that forward instead of being greedy. Greed, Panz. Greed. Never mind. Greed is fine. Yeah, the Evil Dead trilogy. Although there are moments in the Evil Dead trilogy that you just cringe at. And not good cringe either. It's just like, that wasn't even good back in the day. With the tree? Are we talking about the one with the tree that gets a little handsy? That they also put in the recap at the start of Evil Dead 2? Yep. Okay, everyone knows that scene. And everyone's like, that, it had no, it did not belong there. It's not, like... yeah. It was like The Room. I can't remember The Room. What's The Room's deal? I need to ping these idiots. They'll die and explode up top, which kind of sucks, but... Oh, actually, we can just do that, right? And then I can just do that. Nice, okay. Then we hit that guy. Wait, do I have any more fireballs? I got a vine grasp. We might hit the vine grasp. I don't think it matters. Let's just do that. Have him go back and do a George Lucas on it and remove the tree. Yeah. The thirsty tree. They'll die. Man, Jackstrips is so good. Actually, bad acting, good movie. Mole rats. Now, like all the Kevin Smith crew, notoriously bad actors when it started, but you didn't care. The story was good and everything else, that's fine. But when you go back and you see Ben Affleck in that, and like Ben Affleck, yeah, he's become a adequate actor over time, but man, that was... This is terrible. And chasing Amy, oh man. Not as good as Mallrats, but he did a really bad job in that. But good movie. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's why he works well with Matt Damon, because especially in the early days, because he was so boring, he could bring out that bland personality stone face of Matt Damon and make him a genius. Yeah, I haven't seen Gone Girl or Argo, but I've had friends tell me I should watch Gone Girl. Is it Gone Girl, the one where he chucked a hissy fit and wouldn't wear a Yankees hat? So they had him wearing the Mets hat? To which the criticism was, there's no such thing as a brand new Mets fan. Like you only become a Mets fan because your dad was a Mets fan, and they're slowly dying out. So there's no way he would have actually been wearing the Mets hat anyway. I think that was Gone Girl. Pyre Shards. That's actually pretty good to hit like on the first rotation, because then we don't have to play Cycle of Life again. I would have preferred 2 Pyre Shards than the Cycle of Life actually, because once it's gone, it's gone. I don't think it's going to matter though, but we'll play it. It means we only have to play 1 Cycle of Life as well. The Panz valid? Is that the Matt Damon thing? See, Matt Damon improved heaps as an actor, right? Like his early stuff, he's just a young actor, which is, you know. But I liked him when he got old, except for that line, I'm going to science the shit out of this. we duping anything? Well, we're going spells anyway, right? We'll take this. There is a holdover if we want it, which I don't. We'll cycle through. We'll just cycle through. Hang on. He definitely plays into the Matt Damon, right? Let's just take that. It actually was from the book, was it? I'm pretty sure he didn't ad-lib it. But it seems like it doesn't belong there. Think we're good here? I just do this for the fun of it. Not that it matters. Goodwill hunting is nice. Robin Williams took a lot of films to the next level. Okay, we're going to lose our Wildwood Custodian, and I'm okay with that. I just want to get the rage up as much as possible, because I'm not confident we get it there with the regen. We might even be able to, like, just kill off a bunch of these, right? Maybe I should have Wildwood Sap there. Yeah, I think I should have. I need to play more Wildwood Sap. Focus on that more. That's got to be the priority card. Yeah, that's true. He's got a beard in Goodwill Hunting. There's all the spikes we need. Let's play that and that. We might not have needed Cycle of Life, I think, since I had the... I think it's still worth getting, just in case something gets through, but we should be able to, between our torches and the Vine Grasp, we should be able to get most of them. It just comes down to whether we want to take this damage. And how much we need to get up to on her. Now, because of the spikes, it's 15 damage from either of them, so I may as well stop the one in front of me because that gives me the most time to stop the next one. Dang, if you're not gonna... Gotta get that out of the mix. Let's put one of those up. Wildwood Sap first. Definitely a Ritual of Battle in there. Yeah, the taking of 38 damage, not the greatest. Let's go ahead and murder you. I'd really probably look at draw since we want to get through to the Wildwood Saps. Big Willie's dead. Probably should try to avoid that. I'm 15 regen, so we should be able to get that up in time. We've got almost 1,000 damage a turn. We kind of just have to stay alive. Well, that's going to make it really close. It's a guaranteed kill on that one, whereas if we don't get anything next turn, we have to deal with the damage. He's close. Nice. Never didn't have it. The other one was there as well. That's fun. Yeah. Although I think once we hit the second one, we probably, like, we were gaining health once we'd killed that first thing.